Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Hatoful Boyfriend. Last we left off, Sakuya asked us what we loved, and we answered udon, because that's how Hiyoko rolls. We get our finals back today. Between midterms and practice exams, this whole semester has been nothing but tests. Tosaka, sir, you're getting better. Keep it up. Really? Did her intelligence boost without my knowing it? Or, I don't know. It's winter break. The year's almost over. For some reason, that makes me sad. Oh, I got a letter. In a fancy envelope. Who's it from? We are holding a Christmas party at the LaBelle Mansion on the 24th of this month. You are invited. Be honored. Sakuya LaBelle Shirogane. Yay! I got a heartwarming invitation! My family's Buddhist, so I hadn't had anything planned. I might as well go, right? So now you know why she wasn't particularly concerned about doing something Christmassy on Christmas. I think I'll go to the party. Why would I not go when invited to what is surely the event of the season? Wow! It's like a palace! What do you think, Tosaka? Normally a commoner such as yourself would never set foot in here. It's amazing, Sakuya! This whole thing is far removed from my own uncultured Stone Age lifestyle. I feel a little nervous. Do you have a party like this every year? Every year? Don't be foolish. We have one every month. Creating a habitat for social discourse is a noblest duty, after all. That seems a little tiresome. Are you feeling overwhelmed already? Poor, foolish, common... That's... This establishment lacks pudding. Oko, you dog! Why are you here? I never invited you. Oko-san sensed the feast and came in through the window, but there is no pudding. I wouldn't give any to you even if I did have some. Confound you, you genetic throwback! Oko-san's going to go berserk at this rate. I think I should... stop him. Yeah, let's not ruin Sakuya's party. Although I wonder what he might actually be more upset by, the fact that Oko-san's ruining the party, or that he's ruining the party with Hiyoko there. Oko-san! Inside voice! Well done, Tosaka. Now, throw him outside. Well, there's that. I'm grateful to you, Tosaka. Now we can have a party in peace. No need to thank me. I would hire you as a bodyguard if ever you so desired. Yeah, bodyguard maybe. Okay. The sun! Its majestic brilliance sweeps across the land, lighting it into incandescent glory. As a side note, you notice how the same date in the last playthrough it was raining too much to ever leave. Well, on this playthrough, it's the first day of the new year. Looks like I'm still alive to enjoy it. Huh. That's oddly specific. Still alive to enjoy it, huh? It's almost like there's something indicating that you may not necessarily survive past this point in the game. That's right, there's a... anyway. That would never happen. It's a dating sim with pigeons. Nothing that weird would ever happen here. It's a little cold out, but it's calm and the sun is warm. I think I'll go visit the shrine. There are a lot of birds here already. Must be nice to have warm winter plumage. Maybe I should borrow some from some birdie. I think I'll go buy an amulet and go home. Excuse me. Hiyoko. Happy New Year. Here's to many happy returns, right? Yes, he's dressed as a shrine maiden. What are you doing, Ryota? Exactly what it looks like. I'm working here today and tomorrow. Oh, it looks good on you. It actually really does. You came here to buy an amulet, right? Which would you like? I'd like one for... And then again, you can choose whichever one you want, and it boosts that stat. I want fulfillment in art. Here you go. Thanks, Ryota. Are you here all today? All day today? Today? Yep, the first day's always busy. Oh, well, I was going to ask if you wanted to get lunch together, but... Sorry, Hiyoko. Maybe some other time? Since you're here, why not go get a fortune? They're next to the main building over there. Okay, thanks. See you, Ryota. Mr. Nanaki, Happy New Year! Oh, hello, Tosaka. Happy New Year. Did you get a fortune, sir? Yes. Unfortunately, I seem to have drawn the chicken of ill omen. Why don't you take one? I will. Which should I take? This one! The Bork's blessing? That's a pretty bird. Good. You got a better one than I did. I think this will be a good year for you, Tosaka. Thank you, sir. Wait, isn't that... Sakuya? Oh, it's you. What are you doing here? I hadn't thought you were the type. I'm here to observe. I may one day be ruling this country, so there is no harm in familiarizing myself with the customs of the masses. That aside, I had heard the rumors, but this place is a battlefield. Some lunatic almost killed me throwing coins earlier. Must take drink. Oh, right, you don't get out too often. Those are offerings. Yes, I am aware. The custom was created by a secret policeman during the Edo periods, I believe. I never knew. I understand that the coins thrown by this policeman also inspired the shuriken laser used by ninja all across the country. To begin the year by testing each other's reflexes in deadly monetary skirmishes. Japan truly is a brutal country. He gazes with mixed admiration and fear at the donations falling into the shrine box. Correcting him would be a pain, so I think I'll leave it at that. He does seem to have a fascination for ninjas, though. Happy New Year, everyone! And this is the same every time. Blah blah blah. And we're back around to Legumentines. It's still light out. Tomorrow's Legumentines. I think I'll buy some beans. Blah blah blah. So, obviously we are pursuing Sakuya on this playthrough. And so what we need is something pricey. We need something that would fit his expensive taste. So the racing blend. I'll take these. Thank you, miss. Here you are. Today's the day. The preparations are complete. Time to give the beans to that special sunbirdie. Sakuya! I am busy. May I ask you not to waste too much of my time? This will only take a minute. I have something for you. Here! What are these? It's a pricey blend of beans. I know you like expensive things. That is not what I meant. Why are you giving me beans? It's Legumentines! And what is that? What planet are you from, anyway? It's a holiday where girls are supposed to give beans to the boys they like. What? Don't look so disturbed, jeez. I gave you those. Will you accept them, Sakuya? These beans seem somewhat cheap for their illustrious recipients, but since you ask it, I will not refuse them. Really? Yay! What did you mean by like? I'm asking what you meant by the boys they like. Exactly what I said. No matter what I'm doing or where I am, your beautiful plumage is Your beautiful plumage always comes to mind, Sakuya. Anyway, here. I hope we can continue to get along. Indeed. He glances at the beans, and then at me, and then wordlessly leaves. I'm glad he liked them. He did like them, right? It's cold. Speaking of cold, God, go away already, sick. It feels even colder than it was around New Year's. Maybe the wind's stronger? I'm starting to think I should build a wall or maybe dig myself a new bedroom. With this kind of weather, sunburns are even collapsing in the street. Hey, wait. Isn't that one Sakuya? Sakuya? What's wrong? Don't ask me for the details. Just carry me to your miserable abodes. I beg of you. Wandering around and collapsing in the street at this time of night doesn't seem like a customary practice for an aristocrat. What's happened, Sakuya? Don't tell me your family has fallen from high society. What happened? I shall not say. Eh? What were you doing wandering around in the wilderness, then? I was not wandering. I was on my way here. Beyond that. Oh, so this isn't a coincidence after all. Did you want something from me, then? No. Don't flatter yourself. Eh? Should we call your family or something? No! Huh? He looks really angry. Listen, don't you dare. Don't you dare come in my house. Sakuya, did you run away from home? That sounds bad. No, I simply left of my own volition. Isn't that the same thing? Yep. What happened, Sakuya? Tasaka. Do you remember when we talked in the music room at school last fall? Yes, what about it? Do you remember what I asked you then? You asked me what I loved. You asked me what I loved. That's right. And you gave a simple, honest answer right away. And that made me jealous. Did I mishear? That's the last thing I'd have expected from him, of all people. I don't understand, Sakuya. Why? I'm one of the few, of a pure bloodline. I'm ranked higher than any of my siblings. I have been slated to become the next family head since birth. There is no reason I shouldn't be. But you don't want to take your father's place? How did you know that? It's obvious. It's written all over your face. I love music, but my father does not approve. When I was young, I owned a number of small instruments, but he had them all thrown away. Art is not our realm. The joy of creation is the domain of peasants. Our role is to be patrons and promoters of the artists we admire, not to be artists ourselves. A noble who sows his own wheat is a fool. That's not true. I think anyone who can play music should be encouraged, no matter who their parents are. That is because you think with a peasant's values. My world is different from yours. I'm not talking about what peasants think. I'm talking about what I think. What about you, Sakuya? What do you think? What do I think? We speak in riddles. I carry the name of Lebel. To applying my own standards and ideas to the world would be a disgrace. But didn't you just say you left the mansion of your own accord? Isn't that applying your own idea to the world? You've contradicted yourself. What do you want to do in life, Sakuya? I must succeed my father as the next family head. No, jeez, that's not what I meant. What if you forget? What if you could forget about all the Bell family and do anything in the world? What would you do then? Forget about the Bell family? What mockery is this? We're speaking hypothetically, dummy. If I could do anything in the world, I would continue studying music. I would like to see how far I could go as a musician. He sounds uncharacteristically modest. I was half expecting him to give some rambling speech about how he would unite the world and become king or something. You love music, don't you? If I could hear you play the piano again, I would be very happy, Sakuya. I think you've answered your own question. Answered my own question? Don't be ridiculous. This is mere fantasy. It has no connection to reality. Have you told your father that you want to continue studying music? Don't be ridiculous. How could I lower myself so? So, you haven't even asked him about it. You wouldn't be lowering yourself, Sakuya. Are you ashamed to love music? You should ask him. It's worth a try, right? Perhaps you are right. I suppose I never would have thought of that if I hadn't talked to you. You were confused about what you wanted, Sakuya. I just gave you a little push. Tosaka. Yes? I'm going to speak with him when I return. If he refuses, would you carry my fallen body to safety one more time? Are you planning to run away for real next time? If it comes to that. I will follow you anywhere you need to go, Sakuya. You will always have a safe place here, okay? I shall return to you. Thank you, Tosaka. And so he set out across the wilderness once more. I don't know if his father will accept him, or if he really will run away. But I know he will come back to me. And here's the thing. You can actually get two endings with Sakuya. One ends right here. But we're going for the full ending. And I pray that our future will be a happy one. And I did get the full ending. Wake up! It's morning, Sakuya! Silence! The hull of your father's has many lumps and sharp rocks, Tosaka. Jeez, what are you complaining about? I even got you some straw. Which is to say I did the best I could for a freeloader. Here, I made breakfast. Your first concert is today, so you need to get ready. He didn't complain about the food. That's an improvement. By the way, what is it? Have you contacted Yuya? You must be joking. I thought so. I have his address. Should I tell him about you? We need not worry him. I have no intention of asking favors of him. I didn't mean... Anyway, let it be. Things are fine as they are. I guess he's still a little chilly about Yuya. Maybe it's still too early. Let us go, Tosaka. Okay. To Hiyoko. Salut! I trust you are well. A little bird told me you've been taking care of Sakuya. He's a pain, but I know you'll be able to handle him just fine. I have something to tell him. Something very important. Something I've been meaning to tell him his entire life. Since you're... Well, I guess I'm a little unsure myself. If he ever says he wants to see me, I'll think it over. When that time comes, let me know, okay? I'll keep in touch. Adieu! Sakazaki Yuya. Ah, and that is Sakuya's ending. Who knew the little birdie just wanted to play piano? Absolutely precious. Song of the Foolish Bird. So wait, I guess he sings? Well, I guess he wants to be a musician, but maybe with piano, maybe also singing? Who knows? Anyway, this has been Sakuya's playthrough of Hatoful Boyfriend, and I'm going to cut the video here, but I hope to see you next time where we pursue yet another path through Hatoful Boyfriend. Hope to see you then!